Most intoxicating word in the world of mixed martial arts is potential. Every fighter starts out with a clean slate and lofty dreams. But fight by fight, the talent pool shrinks, and only a select few will rise to the top in the UFC. You've done your part so far, growing your fan following while earning the respect of your peers in the octagon, stamping yourself as a fighter on the fast track to a championship. But even now, it's clear that this taste of success will either push you to greater heights or send you tumbling, making your winning streak a distant memory. Which path will you choose?
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. As a fighter's wins begin to add up, the pressure to maintain momentum becomes a major factor. Every fighter who competes in the octagon will tell you that she will take a win by any means possible. But as one of the UFC's top strikers, this women's strawweight star is taking the judges out of the equation, as she has used fists and feet to finish each of her opponents during her winning streak by way of spectacular knockout. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Strawweight Division matchup.
You ready? You ready?
And we are underway. Well, her last win by knockout will be a tough act to follow as round one gets underway here. She really busted onto the radar of UFC fans by knocking out her last opponent. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, how about the knockout there? Beautiful technique to land the fight-ending shot. And again, we're a broken record when it comes to this, but sometimes when you catch a fighter cold, maybe before she's had a chance to get herself into the fight, that strike can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
And here we see it again. Bam! And good night.
Well, that's a knockout they'll be talking about for quite some time. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving's called a stop to this.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It came as a shock to the MMA community when this fighter left her longtime gym recently. But that surprise was nothing compared to the reaction felt around the globe when she agreed to fight her longtime training partner in a compelling matchup in the world-renowned Octagon. That's it for today.
And coming up next, it's a UFC strawweight division matchup. Well, as she makes the walk here tonight, she's probably thinking right now, how do I get this opponent to the mat? Because if I can get through the takedown defense, I don't think she's getting up for the duration of the round. Her top game is scary good. And when you can control a fighter like that in a fight, you can sap their willpower and their gas tank. You better be able to stop her shot tonight. If not, it can make for a short night at the office.
This girl has monstrous knockout power. It's one of her biggest assets, and she is extremely confident in it. She will step forward towards her opponent knowing that one of her shots is all it takes to close the show.
Well, when you watch film on her, hard to see anything in terms of weaknesses or...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. Well, now she's starting to sell tickets, Joe Rogan. Round one underway here. She has won her last 3 fights, all of them by knockout. She has put together a highlight reel that rivals really anyone's in the history of this division. Shades of Ron.
Right to the liver.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Beautiful KO for the victory early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, outstanding technique by her to land that shot and finish the fight here in the first round. Sometimes when you catch a fighter cold before she's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a more pronounced effect. That is certainly the case in this fight here tonight. What a result, what a knockout.
Check it out again. Boom.
Well, that's a knockout they'll be talking about for quite some time. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 28 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout.
Well, she's got all the tools, Joe, and she certainly put them to good use tonight as she gets the win and gets so with style points by way of the knockout. No judges needed for this one, and you can be sure her bankroll is going to be fatter on Monday morning. She'll probably get a bonus. At the very least, though, the celebration is on. You see there with her coaches and her teammates. Nothing better in all of pro sports than to win a mixed martial arts fight at the highest level. Congratulations. Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Strawweight Division matchup. Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. 2 years of...
You ready? You ready?
And we are underway. All right, whoa! Well, she has been everywhere in the host city here during fight week. We've seen a lot.
Wow!
Whoa! Goes down again!
Oh,
that is it.
Goodness! Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, how about the knockout there? Beautiful technique to land the fight-ending shot. And again, we're a broken record when it comes to this, but sometimes when you catch a fighter cold, maybe before she's had a chance to get herself into the fight, that strike can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
Here we see it from another camera angle. Let's see that again. Boom.
Well, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 30 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout.
Well, there are few greater highs in all of professional sports than to have your hand raised inside that octagon, but she took it a step further tonight. Massive knockout victory, no TK.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It's starting to become
To become a legend in the UFC, a fighter needs someone to push her to be great. McGregor had Diaz, Jones had Cormier, and Silva had Sonnen. Each series didn't just pit the best against the best, but it matched up rivals that had personal scores to settle. And when the octagon door shut, the bad blood reached a boiling point. Who will be the one to step up and put this feud to rest? Or give up bragging rights once and for all?
Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Strawweight Division matchup. All right, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the octagon, so the wait is nearly over for this rivalry matchup here tonight. These fighters do not like each other. That is not breaking news. If you'd followed this fight during fight week, the bad blood getting up in each other's faces at the weigh-in, we'll see who emerges in this rivalry matchup here tonight.
This girl